Hi, and welcome to Class FitSugar. I'm Jasmine Blocker, and today we are going to challenge you to a super fun, high energy cardio workout that will make you sweat. Today's routine is brought to you by Body Armor Light Sports Drink. I cannot wait to get into this workout with you all. You don't need any equipment for this one, so let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start things off with some jumping jacks. Just standard jumping jacks, nice big arms, wide stance, and getting a little height. This is a 30-minute cardio workout, so we're trying to get our heart rate up right off the bat. Nice deep breaths, focusing on our breathing. About 5 more seconds here, and then we're gonna skip in place. And start. When we're skipping in place, we wanna be thinking about our arms. We wanna be thinking about having our toes up. Getting that heart rate up, getting those knees high. You got this. We're gonna be getting stronger today. Just about 5 more seconds here, and then we're going into those high knees. So you really wanna get those knees up. Use those arms. Keep that core nice and tight. Should be standing super duper tall. Just 15 more seconds here. I want you guys a little bit winded. Just 5 more. Deep breaths. 2 and 1. Now we're just gonna go into some squats. These are just standard squats. Nice form. Feet hip width apart. Going down as low as you're able. Knees pointing outward. You got this. Nice big chest. Sinking deeper and deeper into that squat. Now we're gonna do some lateral lunges. Really important to open up laterally as well. So you're sinking back similarly to when we just did that squat. Nice and steady. This isn't a race. Controlling each bodily movement in this no equipment workout. Just about a few more seconds here. And we're coming upright for some arm circles. Opening up big and tall, nice big arms. This is a total body workout, so I want you guys warm from head to toe. Nice big circles and backward. Really opening up the chest and taking your time with this one. It's a good time for some nice deep breaths. Okay, and now we're gonna start with some stretches. So just shake those arms out. And we're going to have the left arm crossing over our body. Give it a nice squeeze. Getting ready for some of the upper body action that we have coming a little bit later. And switching sides. Making sure that we're ready for each and every exercise. It's going to be a really fun one. I think you guys are gonna love it. And let's just do a little quad stretch here. Pulling that right ankle up to the glute. Making sure you still have a nice pelvic tilt here and feel that stretch. Switching legs, left side. If you're losing your balance a little bit, that's okay. And we're getting started with that first circuit in just a few seconds. So we're actually gonna be doing 2 rounds of 5 exercises, 60 seconds each. We're gonna be rolling into that right now. Let's start off with an inchworm at the very, very top of our mat. We're reaching all the way up and bringing it down to a ragdoll. Walking those hands out. And we're doing a knee drive, opposite knee, opposite elbow, and coming back up. Reaching up again, all the way up top, nice stretch. Coming down to our mat, walking out to a high plank, Opposite knee, opposite elbow, even a push-up if you want an extra challenge, and bringing it back up. Up again. Really thinking about that twist as you do your knee drive and possibly your push-up, and bringing it back up. Just about 10 more seconds here. Time for one more. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Push it up and bring it back. Okay, you can meet me in the center of your mat. You've got like 10 seconds to get yourself situated. We're gonna be doing a touchdown squat next. You're gonna be bringing those feet a bit wider than hips width apart and touching down. Let's get started, let's go. Now, if you want to make this low impact, you totally can. Step out and in and come down. You're still moving just as fast, just gonna be low impact. Again, in, out, down. In, out, down, alternating those hands. You just got about 30 more seconds here. Keeping that chest nice and big. Getting deep into that squat. You guys got this. Only got about 20 more seconds here. This is what you came for. We're gonna make these 30 minutes count. Keeping that chest nice and tall. You should be feeling it in those hip flexors and those glutes. 5 more seconds, you got it. And rest. You got about 10 more seconds of rest, and then we're moving to skaters. Nice and easy. You can meet me over on the left side of your mat, and we're gonna begin. Nice and easy. Moving from side to side. Nice big arms, touching down to the mat. Stay with me. This is a cardio workout. If you're doing it right, you're out of breath. Nice big arms. You don't have to tap down, but if you're able, that's great. Only 15 more seconds here. Let's stick it out. You got this, you're strong enough. And 10 more seconds. We're gonna be doing a reverse lunge to an optional knee drive. So you can meet me at the top of your mat, feet hips width apart. Let's get started, taking a big step back and bringing it forward. Making sure that our front knee does not go over those toes. Now, if you're able, bring that knee up for a knee drive and then come right back down. We're not alternating here, but we can use our arms to stay stable. And if that knee drive is just a little too much, totally fine. Just meet me for this reverse lunge. That's it. It's gonna be that standing leg where you're gonna be feeling that glute action. Just 15 more seconds here. If you haven't been doing the knee drive, give me a little knee drive action. Beautiful. And we've got 10 seconds of rest. Now we're getting into that burpee squat thrust. So you're gonna meet me at the top of your mat. We're gonna come down, we're gonna meet right here, and you can either walk it back or hop it back, push up, you're thrusting forward, and then meet me with a squeeze at the top. We're either hopping back or walking back, adding a push up, and thrusting forward, meeting at the top. You've got your options. It's up to you. Make it your own, but we're always working hard. More than halfway through with this exercise. Meeting strong at the top. For pushing up, we're getting low and coming back up. sticking all of our landings. Let's go, we got this. And coming up, we got time for one more. Push up. Nice. So we've got 10 seconds of rest now. We're moving to those inchworms to knee drive. So we're coming to the back of our mat. This is a good time. Take some deep breaths. Let's get started. All the way up, reach, 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 and come down. Even a ragdoll, whatever you need to get ready for the second round of this circuit. Come all the way out. You can push it up. Knee drive, opposite knee, opposite elbow, and then walk it back. And once again, we're reaching high. Coming down. Walking it out. We're pushing up or not. Doing our little knee drive, opposite elbow, opposite knee, and bring it back. Just 20 more seconds here. This is a little bit of active recovery. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Walk it back. Arms up and down. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Back, and you got 10 seconds of rest right now. We're doing our touchdown squats for the second time this time. You can meet me in the center of your mat, feet, hips width apart, and let's get started. Hopping out, touching down, alternating those hands. And always keep in mind that you can, of course, do this low impact. Out, in, down, but still moving quickly. Still having a big chest. Just another option for you. We're almost halfway to the end of this exercise. You've got this. Keep that chest nice and tall. Arms nice and big. And control your breathing as much as you can. Just about 20 more seconds here. You got this. Stay tall, stay strong. That's what cardio is all about. Last couple of seconds, and we're in our 10-second break. We've got skaters up next. You can meet me on that left side of your mat. We're gonna be doing our leaps from side to side, very graceful. Let's get ready in 3, 2, and let's hit it. Nice big arms. Controlling our body weight as we land. I know we're tired, but no equipment means your body is your best piece of equipment, so let's control it. You got this. Tapping that hand down if you're able. A little curtsy action with the back foot. Keeping a nice pace. Think about rhythm. You got this. We're more than halfway done actually with this little exercise. Stay strong. You got this. It's 15 more left. Think about sticking with the rhythm. All the way to the finish. Almost there. Push, push. And done. 10 seconds of rest. We're doing that reverse lunge. We're switching legs. So if this leg was the front leg last time, we're gonna make it the right leg, the front leg this time. Let's go. Big steps back. Getting that knee as close to the ground as we can. And working our arms at a knee drive, if we're able. You might lose your balance. I often lose my balance with this one, but it's still worth trying. Still worth going for it. My arms, I always use them to help me keep balance. Super helpful. But if you find it better, just keep them at your hips. That's okay too. You're more than halfway done with this exercise, you guys. You got it. Stick with it. We're almost there. If you haven't been doing that knee drive, incorporate it. Your standing leg should be on fire right now. Whew. Stick with it. And done. 10 seconds of rest. We're gonna stay to the top of our mat. So you got that burpee squat thrust. Last exercise of this circuit. Need me down low. Remember, you can walk it back or hop it back. Push up, thrust forward. Knee with a squeeze at the top. You got this, guys. Push to the finish of this circuit. You got a nice hydration break after this. Squeeze at the top, and we're back down, walking it back if we need to. Squeeze at the top, more than halfway done. Control that breathing if you can, sticking those landings. Just 10 more seconds left. You got time for one more if you haven't pushed up yet. Just add it in. Stick that landing, meet at the top. Now that we've finished that set, it's the perfect time to take a break to get hydrated. Staying hydrated is so important during a challenging workout like this one. And Body Armor Light has no artificial sweeteners, no sugar added, and only 20 calories per bottle. We love that, right? So now that we finished our first circuit, 2 rounds, great job, you guys. We're gonna move to our second circuit. It's gonna be right around 9 minutes. Each exercise is going to be 30 seconds long. You can do anything for 30 seconds. You have totally got this. You've got about 20 more seconds of rest right here. So I want you to kind of just try and shake it out. We did a lot of glute work. So we're gonna shake things out before we move into our post squat to a calf raise. So we can kind of meet in just the middle of your mat, feet shoulder width apart, and then we're going to come down to a squat, up to a quarter, back down, and come all the way up to a calf raise. Let's get started. Pulse, explode up. Pulse, explode up. It's okay if you feel like you're losing your balance a little bit. I often feel that way, but that's okay. Just use your momentum, catch it, and finish up. You got this. Just 8 more seconds. Stick it out. Okay, we got about 10 seconds of rest. Now we're going to do a pull squat to an alternating crunch. So same kind of deal, except we're ending up here instead of in that calf raise. So here, come up, nice twist. Pulse, nice twist. I love a good standing crunch. Stay strong. Nice big chest. Really emphasize that twist and getting that knee high, high. Just 5 more seconds here. Very nice, 10 seconds of rest. We're gonna come down to our mat into a tabletop position, back nice and flat. We're gonna be doing some donkey kicks. Start with the right side. Just pushing that leg up and back. Thighs should be perpendicular with the floor. You're staying as square as possible with the ground. That toe is flexed. This is the glute action everyone's always asking for. Let's get after it. Nice and controlled here. Again, this is not a race. We're controlling our body weight. Now let's meet up at the top, and we're just pulsing for 30 seconds. Those glutes should be on fire after this one. You got this. Staying as square as you can. Just give me a nice pulse. You only got 10 more seconds here, and then we're gonna be switching sides. Stick with it. Great form, great effort. You got this. And come down. Get 10-second break. I love to just sit back really quickly in a little child's pose to just relieve a little of that tension, and then meet me back. And we're doing the other side, donkey kicks, let's go. Still staying super square with the ground. You want that nice 90-degree angle with the leg doing the work. Stay nice and square, you got this. Every exercise is a core exercise. if you do it right. So I also want you to think about keeping that core engaged. Very nice. In about 3 seconds, we're pulsing on this side as well. And meet me up top. Give me a nice pulse. Stick with it. You got this. Staying as square as possible. We're not leaning to the right side now that we're working the left. Nice strong core, nice flat back. Less than 10 seconds here. You got it. And 2, and 1. Give me another nice little child's pose really quick. And we're gonna meet for a bear crawl plank. So we're hovering just above the ground, and then we're bringing those feet out to high plank. Walking it back in and bringing it out. The whole time, we're focused on that core. Our back is flat. Nice flat back here. Nice and controlled. Again, not a race. Controlling that body weight. If you're trembling, you're doing it right. Just 5 more seconds. You got it. And take that 10 seconds. We are gonna be meeting in a forearm plank for some hip dips. So nice and strong, keep those hips low, and then we're touching each hip to the ground, making sure not to get that hip too high in between. You guys got this. Keeping that core nice and tight. Stick with it. Controlling the breathing. You got this. Almost done, just 5 more seconds. And done. Okay, so it's actually time for a little hydration break. So you guys have a nice 30 seconds, get rehydrated, and then we're back in for the last portion of this circuit. We're gonna start with some tricep dips, but for now, just get hydrated. Whew. Okay, so you guys are gonna meet me in a bit of a crab position, toes up, booty off the ground, fingertips pointing backwards. Nice and easy here. Controlling the pace of these tricep dips. If you want a little more, nice and slow on the way down, explode up. Just control that pace. You got this. Nice and controlled. Only 3 more seconds here, 2 and 1. Whew. Next, we've got in and outs. This is a great exercise for defining the abs. You're gonna meet me in this position here, fingertips facing forward, crunching in. Knees to chest, big, tall chest, and then you're gonna tuck that chin. Everything controlled. Full extension of the legs outward. You got this, just 10 more seconds. Stay strong. You got it. 2 and 1. 10 seconds of rest. But we're meeting on our backs for bicycles next. Really focusing on leg extension here. Let's get into it. Nice twist here. Really focusing on just controlling the pace. Feeling it in your lower abs and your obliques. Push through. 15 more seconds. Why don't we pick it up? A little bit of a sprint to the end of this exercise. You've only got 5 more seconds. Little amp on it. 2 and 1. Whew. Now we're doing plank reach throughs. So we're gonna come into our side plank position. Top hand reaches under the abdomen for a twist, and then reach all the way back up. Now, if you would like to modify this one, top foot can go in front of the bottom foot, reach under, and extend up. Or if you need to, you can even put your knees down, reach through, and up. But I would love, love, love it if you could stay up with me for this one. You got this. 5 more seconds. 2, and 1. Next, we have supine toe taps. So again, we're on our backs. Another great opportunity to get a little breath in. Lower back is flat against the ground, 90-degree angle, legs in tabletop, and we're tapping. As we're tapping down, focus on keeping that 90-degree angle of your legs and just controlling that pace. Feeling this in the lower abs. Just 10 more seconds here. Flat, flat against the ground. 2, and 1. 10 seconds of rest, and then we've got these tabletop crunches. So meet me back in tabletop, hands behind your head, eyes up to the ceiling, and crunch up. Making sure that our shoulder blades are off the ground, and your eyes are just absolutely glued to the ceiling. As you crunch upward, really going for it. Another great ab-defining exercise. Just 5 more seconds here. And 10 seconds of rest. We are going to do our last section of these plank reach through. So up, up in that plank position. Make sure that your hips are off the ground, and let's reach through. Always remember that those modifications are there for you if you need them. But always, no matter what variation you're doing, you're keeping those hips off the ground. We want a nice full twist, and we're reaching up, up, up. You got this. Just 5 more. Keeping that hip high off the ground. And 10 seconds left. I cannot believe it, but we're already at our final exercise of the day, mountain climber burnout. This is just everything you've got. So let's just sprint to the finish. You've worked so hard this whole class. Let's finish strong. You got this. Knees to chest. Fast as you can. Don't stop. Stay up, stay up. 10 more seconds. You got it. 5 more. And done. Whew. Oh my gosh. That was a great one. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. It's time for a cool down. You can meet me at the back of your mat. We're just gonna start off with a child's pose since we're already down on the mat. Reach those arms far back as you can. Booty sits back and just relax. Nice deep breaths here. Bring that left arm underneath the right shoulder. Thread the needle for a nice stretch. Deep breaths. You guys did amazing. And come back to center. Reach, reach, reach those hands forward. And thread the needle on the other side. Whew. I love this feeling after a workout. You know, makes me know that I put in some real work. Okay, let's bring that right foot forward. Nice pelvic tilt. And let's stretch that hip flexor. If you want, you can bring those arms high. Nice twist. Still taking those deep breaths. And then kick that leg out for a kneeling hamstring stretch. Amazing job today, you guys. That was not an easy one. As you can see, I'm just absolutely dripping with sweat, but we stuck it out together. And let's switch sides for that hamstring stretch. Left leg forward, nice pelvic tilt, standing tall here, and leaning forward into that stretch. Deep breath, arms up, breathing in. and twisting. Deepening that stretch even further. And then kicking that leg out for a kneeling hamstring stretch. Just taking in everything that we did today, everything that we accomplished. Absolutely amazing. Let's come to a standing position now. Just like a little lateral lunge. You did a fair amount of groin work. Those skaters were no joke, so let's just stretch that out here. Still taking our deep breaths, meeting in the center. Hanging down, stretching left and right. And then coming to the left side for our lunge. Really getting deep into it. Never skipping our cool down. It's probably one of the most important steps in any workout. Keep you ready for the next one. Okay guys, that is a wrap. That's the end of our workout for today. Thank you so much for sticking with me, sweating with me, working with me. This workout is sponsored by Body Armor Light. We'll see you on the next Class FitSugar.